"Mama," she said, now feeling the cold of the floor chill the soles of her feet. It shot up her legs and through her torso, into her arms and right to the tips of her fingers. Sophie always got cold when she was nervous or afraid. "Sophie!" Bianca yelped. She flashed her famous wide smile, but it wasn't so wide this time, and her normally soft lips appeared chapped. Her typically shiny black hair was tied up on her head in a dry, brittle mound. "What is all this, Mama?" Sophie asked.
"Have you been sewing all night?"
Bianca sighed and set Sophie's jacket on her lap.
"It's the law now, Angel,"
she said, trying to sound cheerful, or at least not upset.
"We heard last night. All Jews must wear a star on their outer garments when outside their homes."
She fished one of Sophie's dresses from the mess on the table and held it out. The yellow one she'd lovingly embroidered with tiny flowers. She always seemed to know Sophie's mind. "Here," she said. "You'll have to get your own breakfast. I need to take the rest of these clothes back to the neighbors before they have to go around naked all day." It was a joke, sort of, but Bianca didn't produce even a semblance of her infectious laugh.
"But why must we wear them?"
Sophie cried, refusing to take the dress and starting to shiver.
"Will there be a pogrom here now, too?"
she asked. "Is this so they know who to hurt?" Bianca's face fell. She took her daughter into her arms and began rubbing her back and shoulders to warm her up.
"The night of broken glass is over,"
she promised, "and this too shall pass."
"I won't wear one, Mama,"
Sophie said, trying to stop the tears in her eyes from spilling over.
"They can't make me."
"Angel," said Bianca softly, "they won't let you inside the school without it."
"But Mama,"
Sophie cried, pulling out of her mother's arms.
"I'm top student today."
"You're what?" Bianca asked. She blinked, trying to process this news.
"I wanted to tell you and Papa after school, when it was official. I'm the top student in Frau Volker's class."
"I've been working so hard since we moved here, Mama. Every day. You mean you haven't noticed?" Mama, what do you think I've been doing every day after school in my room?"
"Sophie," said Bianca, "I'm so sorry. Your Papa and we've been distracted. I should have been looking in on you more. You're never any trouble. But this is wonderful news." She smiled again, but once again it wasn't a real one.
"Then why don't you look happy, Mama?"
Bianca, already wary, now looked pained. Sophie could see it in her mother's usually bright saucer eyes. Her mama seemed like she was about to say one thing, but then decided to say another. "I'm very happy," she said. "Top student is a tremendous achievement, something to be very proud of. Rabbi Hasendahl will want to know. We'll have a celebration when you get home this afternoon. I know your Papa will be very impressed. But Sophie, you must wear the star on your jacket and dress." Sophie frowned while she tried to understand what was happening and what she thought about it. Why should I be afraid to show the world I'm Jewish? She wondered. She loved being Jewish, Shabbat, the holidays, the special foods, all of it. And yet, at the same time, she was sure that a star on her chest would feel like a dunce cap on her head. She didn't know what to do or how to feel. Although she knew one thing for certain, nothing in the world was going to make her miss the day her name, Sophie Siegel, got chalked. "Does Frau Volker know I'm Jewish?" Sophie asked, although she wasn't exactly sure why. She didn't know whether her peers knew because she rarely interacted with them. Bianca nodded. Sophie snatched the dress from her mother's hand and said, "Good. Then the class should know her top student is a Jew." "I'm proud of you, Angel," Bianca told her. "Like Rabbi Hasendahl always says, live in such a way that brings honor to our people."